What do you think of my Gem and the Holograms eyeshadow? My 8-year-old self is really happy right now. Hello, my friends. It is that time of year again. It is the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I had such a wonderful response when I did this last year, talking about all of the products that are available, what's worth your money, what's not worth your money. We're gonna break it down. That sounds good to you? Hang tight. We're getting into it right now. So I am running a couple of days late. I do apologize. It kind of snuck up on me not doing the daily makeup minute. I forgot it was coming. So that's my fault, but I'm going to try to make it up to you by giving you some really good, solid information. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that I am not a dermatologist or an esthetician or a cosmetic chemist or anything like that. I am a makeup and skincare ingredient enthusiast. So in order to find this information for you, I have looked on Google Scholar. I have looked at reputable blogs and websites. I will link some of those down below for you. So without further ado, let's get into today's deals. All right, so we're starting off on Wednesday, which is today. We have 50% off Bare Minerals concealers. The only one of these that I've actually tried is the powder one, and I remember really loving it. I remember it being a monthly favorite. I got it in like a subscription box or so. I don't know, I don't remember. I think it was like a Bare Minerals mystery box. That's what it was, a Bare Minerals mystery box. Absolutely loved it, caught me by surprise. The only thing about this powder is that the major ingredient in it is something called bismuth oxychloride, which is it's a pigment that can be very irritating to some people. It's got a sharp microcrystalline structure, if you want to be formal about it, and it irritates some people's skin. So if you have very sensitive skin, you may want to pass on that. And the other concealers, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of knowledge about. But one thing I do want to mention is I noticed that the shade range is really, really small. So chances are a good percentage of you aren't going to be able to buy any of these concealers anyway. Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels are 50% off. I've used these on and off for a few years. They feel wonderful on the skin. They have a cooling feeling. So if you're one of those people that get off the end of the day and just, love the feeling of cooling eye gels under your eye, you may really enjoy it. And there are some good skincare ingredients in here. There's ginkgo biloba leaf extract, which is an antioxidant. It's skin soothing. It's a really, really good ingredient, especially for an under eye situation. And this is really interesting. There's something called angelica root water. And angelica root, believe it or not, is the main ingredient in the flavoring of gin. I don't know what that means in skincare, except for that when it's in oil, when it's in a more concentrated form, it can be irritating to some people. But because it's a water form, I would imagine it wouldn't be as irritating. But there really wasn't a lot of information on the water, just the oil. So there you go. The last one I wanted to mention is a major ingredient, and it's olive oil. And that's going to come up a little bit later too. Olive oil is a wonderful skincare ingredient, but it also is not a wonderful skincare ingredient. Let me explain. Olive oil is an antioxidant and has vitamin E in it. It's moisturizing, but this is the big but in the room, is that there have been some studies when they were testing it for like using as a baby oil, that it breaks down the skin's barrier over time. There were people that used it on their arm. I think it was it a week, something like that, straight olive oil, and it damaged their skin barrier. Under a microscope, they could see it. So if you are going to use these eye gels, I definitely don't recommend you use them every single day, but occasionally they feel really nice, and I personally really like the product. I think that they're a good product. Eye gels on the whole are not the best investment because you don't get a lot of product. They're single use, but they are kind of fun. Next up, K-Beauty products are 50% off from select brands. The only two products that I have experience with are both from Touch in Sol. One is their like dual eyeshadow thingies. I did not like those at all. They got really gloopy and gloppy. They were really difficult to work with. Did not like that product. The other one I do like, and it's their No Problem Primer. That is a really nice silicone-based primer. So if you find that you enjoy silicone-based primers, it's got a really nice slip to it. Really helps foundation stay on longer. It's just a nice product if you enjoy the silicone style. Some people prefer other formats of primer, but if you like that style, that one's a really good one. Moving on to Thursday, we have 50% off some Tarte eyeliners. I've never tried these in particular, but I really, really like Tarte's liquid eyeliners. They have a So Fine liquid liner that I absolutely love, and it looks very similar to that, but I personally can't vouch for this one in particular. There's a bunch of matte MAC lipsticks, and I have a very big confession to make, and I'm very embarrassed. I don't think I own any MAC matte formula lipsticks. So I can't speak to them. I mean, like, how did I get this far in my life without owning a matte formula from MAC? I don't know. I tend to lean more toward their cream sheens and things like that. I can't speak to them. So we'll have to look in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness down below. You'll have to let us know what you think of that formula. But I do like the But I do like the MAC lipstick formula. It's just I've never tried the matte before. Ooh. And Ruby Woo is a famous one. That one's gonna be on sale online only. So if that's about all I can say about that. The next one looks really good. Murad is a really good skincare brand. I've very rarely looked at a Murad product and been like, if ever. Murad's pretty legit. It's the nutrient charged water gel and it's 50% off. We've got dimethicone and glycerin pretty high up. So what you might want to do before you use this product is splash your face with a little bit of water, towel it dry, and then apply the product, because then it's going to allow that glycerin to pull that water into your skin. The dimethicone is going to lock it in and your skin's going to just really love on all of that water that's going into your skin. There's also some urea in there, which is a weird ingredient we've talked about a bunch of times, but it's good for your skin. Ceramides, peptides, all kinds of good things. It looks like this is going to be best for dry and dehydrated skin and also those with anti-aging concerns. If that's not you, skip it. If it is, it might be something you want to look at. And then finally, we have the Shiseido foaming cleansers. I remember using one of these a long time ago, and I remember it making my skin feel a little bit tight after I used it, and I learned kind of why. I'm pretty sure I used the deep cleansing one, the clarifying one, and the deep cleansing ones are the ones that are on sale. At the top of the list, we have something called stearic acid. It may be a little harsh for some people because it's really good at getting all the oil off of your skin, dirt and oil. It's really good at that, but it may pull too much. So if you've had that problem in the past of cleansers kind of being too drying, stripping your skin, you may want to pass on these. I don't remember having a terrible experience with them. I've never tried the clarifying one, but if you look at the ingredients, the first 6 ingredients are identical. So there are some differences within the rest of the formula, but they're essentially the same base of a formula. I could kind of go either way on this one. It's kind of like a maybe. On Friday, we had the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. And that one it's just okay for me. I don't even think it's worth the $12.50 price because there are so many really good drugstore mascaras. Y'all know my love for Essence Lash Princess. You're on Ulta's website. It's $6, I think. I mean, they're just so good. And they're half the price of the Lancome Monsieur Big on sale. So I don't think that one's worth it. It's fine. You know, if you already have naturally long or thick lashes, then maybe, but you might as well just get the Essence, to be completely honest. 50% off Perricone, their high potency line. This looks like a really good line. I do want to highlight 2 products for you that look the most legit. We have the Hyaluronic Intensive Moisturizer and the Firming Face Serum.
Hello, Editing Jen here. I realized as I was editing that this product has niacinamide in it. I love niacinamide in my skincare, but it does not agree with everybody's skin, and there's specific people that should not be using niacinamide. I'm going to put a timestamp on the screen right now. If you are thinking about buying this product, make sure you watch to this timestamp so that you can learn a little bit more about niacinamide before you spend so much money on this product. I don't feel like I did a great job of explaining the benefits of either of these products, so I'm going to put some extra information in the video description for you about these two. They're so pricey, and I just feel like I didn't spend enough time. So I did want to let you know that, and now back to the video.
The only thing about the serum though, like the moisturizer looks real good. Like as far as its moisturizing properties, looks amazing. The serum, it does have glycolic acid, so if you have sensitive skin, you may want to patch test that one because it may be a little bit harsh, especially if you're not used to using chemical exfoliants. And then it also has fragrance in it, so just be aware of that. But those two definitely would be the recommends out of those. The Philosophy Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash. I am not a fan of Philosophy skincare. Unlike Murad and Perricone, who usually have pretty legit skincare, Philosophy usually falls pretty short. And this one isn't bad. It's just not fabulous. I couldn't find the exfoliating ingredient in it. Maybe it's just my lack of knowledge of skincare ingredients. Maybe there's something exfoliating in there that I just don't see. The preservatives in there are the ones that I really don't like. They kind of freak me out a little bit. I'll put the names because they're super long. I'll put them on the bottom of the screen for you. They have been deemed safe in cosmetics, but they have been banned in the EU in leave-on products because, to make a long story short, they do bad things to your skin if you leave them on your face. So if you do buy this, make sure you just wash it off really well. That's all. The last one for Friday is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Instant Fix Concealer 24-Hour Concealer Plus Hydro Prep. Yes. I did glance at the ingredients in it. Nothing looks really alarming unless for some reason you have an issue with the ingredient lanolin. It is harvested from sheep's wool. When they shear the sheep, there's like this gooey stuff that is on the skin of the sheep. That's where they get the lanolin from. So if you're allergic to sheep's wool or if you're sensitive to that ingredient, just so you know, that's in this concealer. It is something that can lock moisture into your skin. Companies sometimes will use it in lip balms and things like that. I know that Bite Beauty, it's a major ingredient in one of their lip balms. It's Lansino, I think is what it's called, the nipple balm. If you've ever had babies and you got the nipple balm, that's what it's mostly made out of. But some people are really sensitive to it, so I just want to mention it. Now, moving on to Saturday, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. It's a really great brow pencil, and they have a fantastic shade range. Very easy to go on. It's a very, very fine micro point, so it's very easy to make those little brush, hair-like brush, not brush strokes, but hair-like pencil strokes through your brow. Really, really easy to use, and I love their shade range. At a discounted price, absolutely, definitely recommend this one. Full price, I feel like it's kind of pricey because there are some drugstore options that are similar in quality and a lot less expensive, but at the sale price, absolutely. The Dermalogica Skin Smoothing Cream. This one looks pretty nice. I don't think it looks as nice as some of the other skincare that we've talked about, but it looks pretty nice. We've got aloe extract, which is a really nice skin soothing ingredient. We have sodium hyaluronate, which is that humectant that's gonna pull that moisture into your skin. There's a lot of really nice extracts that are of various, antioxidants, and they're hydrating, their skin soothing, stuff like that. I mean, it does look very nice. It doesn't look as amazing as some of the other things that we've talked about so far. Then they have a $10 off Dermalogica facial with any Dermalogica purchase at the Skin Bar at Ulta Beauty. I've never experienced the Skin Bar. I've been to the Benefit Eyebrow Bar, and I love that service. I've always had a positive experience at my Ulta. I went and got my hair done, had a horrible experience getting my hair done there. It was awful. Speaking of that, I'm growing out my grays. What do you think? I've gotten some compliments on it. I think I'm gonna keep going. I might get tired of it and color it when it gets to like here and it starts getting a little too much. I might have to color it, but right now I'm kind of liking it a little bit. But anyway, so I've never gotten a facial there. I've gotten my hair, I've got my brows, never a facial, so I can't really speak to that. But if you've had experiences getting facials at Ulta, leave your thoughts down below. Help us out in the collective brain. Cover FX primers. I have a bunch of Cover FX primers, but they're all like older versions of the Cover FX primers, so I can't speak to the newer ones. I've heard good things about them. I do like the older ones. They feel really good on my skin. They help my makeup to last longer. I mean, overall, I've had wonderful experiences with that product, and I didn't see any ingredients that made me go, ooh, good product. This is one that I definitely do not recommend, and I feel like this about most Juice Beauty products. The Green Apple Age Defying Moisturizer. My big issue with Juice Beauty is that they use a lot of juice. Okay. Now, some juices are fine. We got apple juice. Apple juice is fine in skincare, does really well. What I have an issue with is the citrus juices. If you just do a quick Google search of lemon juice in skincare, you will find all the horrors of why lemon juice in skincare is not a good thing. And guess what the second ingredient in this product is? Yeah, it's lemon juice. So, I mean, no, that's a bad idea. No, not a good idea. Skip that one. On Sunday, we have 50% off the Too Faced Natural Face and Eye Palettes. Do you need it? Do you really need it? If you already have eyeshadow palettes like this, definitely, I would say skip it. When I went to go visit Emily Noel 83 last summer, was it last summer? Last fall? I don't know, I forget. But whenever I went to go visit Emily, she was loving these palettes. It was right after they came out. She was absolutely loving them. They're Emily Noel 83 approved. I haven't personally tried them, but if she approves them, I approve them as well. But do you really need them? That's the question. They're natural eye palettes. So you just have to decide. 50% off the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primers. I've only ever tried the original Smashbox one, and then there was one that was in a purple tube that I really liked. Kind of the same thing with the Cover FX ones. Dimethicone works really well. That's all I gotta say about that. Ingredients, nothing stood out as being extra bad or anything, but another thing is, is it worth it to spend that much money on a face primer? You have to decide that for yourself. I saw this next one and I was like, oh, I think they had this one at Ulta 21 Days of Beauty last year. So I'm like trying to look on my computer to see whether I already had notes on this one. Nope, it was a different product. Those products seem legit. This one seems pretty legit as well. This is the Derma Dr. Kakadu C 20% vitamin C serum with ferulic acid and vitamin E. Yes. Now, some people say that vitamin C in skincare is relatively useless because it's a volatile ingredient, goes bad really quickly. When it gets exposed to light and air, it just goes bad and it doesn't do anything for your skin. But then there's another camp that says it absolutely does as an antioxidant. Again, I would love to know your thoughts about vitamin C products down below. Have they been working for you? Personally, I like taking the chance with vitamin C products. I feel like they're doing something for my skin, whether it's placebo, I don't know. But if the vitamin C product is going to do well for you, it's gonna be something like this because it's mixed with ferulic acid and vitamin C. And that is the magic vitamin C combo. When they all work together to make the vitamin C work and work for a longer period of time. That being said, you still don't wanna stock up on this stuff because it will go bad faster than other skincare. So if you need something like this, make sure you get it, you're using it, you use it up, because if you don't, it will go bad and you'll lose the antioxidant benefits of the vitamin C. And finally on Sunday, we have the Exuviance Age Reverse Day Repair SPF 30. This product really confuses me because it has some sunscreen in it. It's got avobenzone, octinoxate or octinoxate, however you say that one, and octisalate. The octinoxate one is the one that's not good for coral reefs and things like that. Avobenzone is another one that's relatively controversial. I do have a whole video on sunscreens that I can link down below if you want to know more about those. But the thing that weirds me out the most about this is it also has retinol in it. And retinol is specifically not supposed to be used during the day because of the sun damage that can happen with your skin when you're using retinol. So we've got a sunblock, which is going to protect you from the sun, but then you've got the retinol. So if the sunblock wears away, but the retinol hasn't, I'm not an expert on it, but that just sits wrong with me. That sits weird. I feel uncomfortable recommending that one to you because it doesn't make sense in my mind. Maybe there's more logic to it that I just don't know. But for me, that one's going to be a no because it's weird to me. Like that combo, the retinol and the sunscreen. I just don't know about that. 2 more days, moving on to Monday. We have 50% off the Urban Decay All-Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. Looked at the ingredients, no concerns with the ingredients. I don't have it, so I can't tell you whether it works well or not, but no concerns with the ingredients. Next, we have the 50% off Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. The major selling point in this product is niacinamide. That product works really, really well for some people, and some people are very sensitive to it, causes redness, peeling of the skin, all kinds of not good things. So if you've been trying a lot of skincare for a while, chances are you've come across niacinamide in a product and maybe not even realized it. If you do have a sensitivity to niacinamide, stay far away from this product. But if not, it can improve large pores, it can even your skin tone and help with fine lines, it can help with dullness and a weakened skin surface. It can also reduce the impact of environmental damage. I did read on the jenluvsreviews.com. I will link that below. It's a really great dictionary of skincare ingredients by dermatologists. And I'm going to quote what they said. They said it should not be used by people with liver disease, patients with active ulcers or a history of ulcers, or anyone with gout. And it says if you drink excessive amounts of alcohol, you should abstain from using niacinamide creams as it may react with the increased levels of alcohol in your body. So if any of those are you, that's another group that do not want to use this product. Besides that, there is peach extract, which is a skin smoothing ingredient, and then sodium hyaluronate, which is that humectant that's going to pull moisture into your skin. So this one is a maybe, maybe not, depending on who you are and your individual skin. Here comes a classic. It's the Benefit Hoola Matte Bronzing Powder. I like the Hoola bronzer. I do. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the original for my skin tone. I know they've made some other ones. I can't remember what they're like as far as light to deep. I can't remember, but it is a really nice bronzer. It works really well. It's got really nice lasting power. If it seems to match your skin tone, if you think you would enjoy the color, I would definitely recommend that one. And then this one is really interesting. I'm actually thinking about maybe picking this up for myself. This is the Kanuka CBD Healing Skin Balm. Except for, I don't know if does my skin really need healing? I don't know. Do I need this? I probably don't need this. So it's a CBD healing skin balm by a brand called Kanuka, and it's a cannabis-based skincare line. Now, I did just recently do a video all about cannabis and skincare. May be good, may be amazing, may do absolutely nothing. The research just isn't there. There's definitely mixed results in the community as far as people using CBD in skincare and hemp seed oil in skincare. But there's also a lot of other really good ingredients in here, even if the CBD doesn't do anything. So there is shea butter, grapeseed oil, then there's the hemp seed oil, rose hip oil, vitamin E. There's orange peel butter, which I don't really know anything about. I tried to look it up, couldn't find anything. Coconut oil, if you're sensitive to that, you don't want it. Manuka honey, which I absolutely love to see in skincare as long as it's sourced properly. And then the CBD isolate. So there's lots of really cool things in here. If you do not buy bee products, definitely stay away from this. If you don't like coconut oil in your skincare, stay away from it. Other than that, it looks really cool. And finally, on Tuesday, we have the Too Faced Tutti Frutti palettes. Again, did not try these. I didn't really hear much about them. Did you hear anything about them? Did you try them? Let me know in the comments below. This is another not recommend, the Dr. Brandt Needles No More baggage. There's no real good skincare in here above the preservative. That's a sign that it's just a bunch of, it's like a cream. Doesn't really do much. There's some good stuff that's after the preservative, but it might be such a low concentration that it may not do anything. So I would say skip this one. Then we have 20 shades of the Buxom Vava Plump Shiny Liquid Lipsticks. It looks like it's a mix of reds and browns and pinks. There is menthol in here, which is going to give you that cooling feeling on your lips. No concerning ingredients in that, but I've never tried it, so I can't speak to the quality of it. Another one I can't speak to the quality of is the Saint-Tropez Self-Tan Express Advanced Bronzing Mousse. I personally don't self-tan. I either do it incorrectly in that I end up patchy and ridiculous looking, or it ends up fading down badly, or I just don't have the patience to do all of that. It's just too much. And then every once in a while I forget to wash my hands, and then I've got like these crazy looking mitts that it just looks weird, like, with the orange palms. Please tell me someone else has had orange palms before by accident, because that's me. So yeah, so I don't know about this product. Again, no concerning ingredients in this. It's a self-tanner. And then finally, this is the one I was telling you about the olive oil. So the DHC cleansing oil. Olive oil is the #1 ingredient. I bet that it cleanses pretty well. I bet it takes off makeup pretty well. But that olive oil is the #1 ingredient. Makes me a little, if you're gonna use it, just please, you might not wanna use it every single day. You might just wanna use it, every once in a while. But if you can't use it every day, why buy it, kind of thing. I'm just concerned about your skin barrier. That's all. But it probably is very functional. I would imagine it works very well. At this point, we've gone over from Wednesday to Tuesday of the first week and a half of the 21 Days of Beauty. So I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments below, like I've been saying, on any of these products that I've talked about, if you've tried them. And if you're thinking about buying these things, you can go up and go to my comments, open up a bunch of comments, and then hit the search key on your computer. I'll show you how to do it right now, and search for whatever product you're looking for and see if you can kind of skip through the comments to see if there's anybody that's talking about the product you're interested in. And if somebody helps you, give them a thumbs up and give them a little thank you for leaving the comment just by clicking that thumbs up button for them. And while you're at it, if you did find this video helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, because it helps YouTube to know that this is a video they should share with other people. And I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch more, if you want to hang out a little longer, YouTube should be recommending a video for you right down there for you to continue watching if you'd like. If you're going about your day, I hope you have a wonderful one. Mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon.